Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hello.
back to Slumber Party. Happy December.
Yep. Happy
That's it.
December. Exciting.
Yeah, it feels like it's been so long, but maybe that's because we filmed a long time ago.
I know
Recorded.
it does feel like it's been a while, which is good. Then we have more things to talk about and make it more fun for everyone else, hopefully.
True. I have some Christmas decks up in my room. A
Yeah.
snowman,
And some
and I have a
ribbon.
little Christmas tree and some ribbon. Wait, that one looks
I
so
don't know
bad.
if
I should have
that's
put a different one right there.
Yeah, I do too. I got stockings back here
Mm-hmm.
and I have my Christmas ambiance. You can see
Cute.
a,
Love
a
it.
tree there. The tree is out of frame. And then I don't know if you can see anything else, but yeah, best time of the
You have
year.
like a snow globe on your
Yeah,
right
it's
there?
actually really cute. It's
Where'd you
not a
get
snow
it?
globe, but it's like kind of the vibe. And it's
Yeah.
got Santa in it. Goodwill.
Oh, classic.
And I actually love it. It's cute.
Yes. What are you excited for in December?
I'm excited for Christmas, obviously, and seeing everyone and visiting. That'll be fun. I'm excited for my birthday-ish, because you know how birthdays are. It's like I'm excited, but I'm not excited.
Yeah, next time we not this episode, but next episode, Abby will be 25. Officially mid 20s.
I'm not sure how we feel about that. I know, yeah, really officially. It's not even like the getting older. It's just like I hate like the expectations of birthdays, and then it's always like, why was this kind of lame? Like it's just too
I
much.
know it's
I put too much
yeah,
pressure on it, like
yeah.
internally, and then I don't. I wish I didn't, because I'm like, it just always. It doesn't have to be a big like. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be like that. But
I know. I mean, now I try not to get my expectations high, so I'm
yeah,
not disappointed. I always just I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything. So when I do something on my birthday, I'm like, wow, this is so exciting. I didn't think I was gonna do anything.
yeah, yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be good, but it'll be different because not with any friends or family this year. So,
I know that's so
but
sad.
maybe that puts like even a little less pressure on it. But still, it'll just be
Yeah.
different. But
I know. Well, your birthday will go on for a while because you'll open my present when you get back.
yeah, true. That's exciting. I already opened presents from mom and dad. Except they said there was like one more that was like off
Yep.
list.
Yep.
Do you know what
I
it
know
is?
about it. Yep.
So I have no idea what it is. They're like, "Oh, it's like just not anything crazy, just funny," is what they said.
Correct.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, yeah. But
That'll be a hoot. We should open it on podcast recording.
oh, really? Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I'm thinking we need to get some guests on soon.
Well, that'll be the time to do it.
I know.
But
I
we can
know.
definitely do more guests, especially if we're like this.
Yeah.
But
Just hop into the call.
yeah,
Just send out the link, whoever hops on first.
I know. If you watch this episode, you may be the first guest if you reach out first. It's like
Yeah.
just testing people. We're just like
I know.
constantly
I
testing people.
know.
Are you listening? Are
Seriously.
you listening? Yeah. No, I'm excited though for Christmas and to come home and see everyone. It's the trip is planned. It's like 16 days right now, and I am still debating if I want to stay that long or not, because
Oh,
I feel like
really?
I'm just feel like I'm gonna miss the cats and miss Justin, and then I'm also
Yeah.
sad that Justin's by himself for so long. It makes me sad.
True. True.
So we'll see. Either way, it would still be like a longer trip, but yeah, I'm excited for that. I've been getting all mm, most of my gifts ready so far.
I
I
know.
still
I've
need
been
some.
slowly but surely. It's
Yeah.
so hard sometimes. So
Yeah,
Because
it
sometimes I
is.
want to be creative and like get something that people wouldn't expect that they didn't ask for. But then sometimes I'm like, why would I even like try and just why don't I just get them something they want? You know,
I
I try
know.
to
I
like
I
go
really
above
try
and
to go off
beyond.
list. Me too.
I
I'm
know,
always like
especially with
off
you. I'm like,
list.
I know. I'm just like, oh, I want to go off list and like be creative.
I know.
So
That's
I will say, so between birthday and Christmas, I think I already have you done,
I have
and
you like
it's a
half.
mixture of both. So
I have you like half done, but I have the idea solidified. Like
yeah,
I just need the
yeah,
execution. But the whole Himmons family, if you don't know, it's her older sister and her husband and kids. I don't know. I'm
yeah,
still I pending.
yeah,
I don't know with them. So, not
yeah,
sure yet.
yeah. Well, it'll be good. We still have time, but now I'm like, if I need to order anything online, I need to do it now. You know, so
Yeah, true. I've already spent so much money on gifts. I'm like,
I know
oh, it's the most expensive time of the year, really.
it's the most wonderful time. Yeah. It's also when Black Friday shopping, I like walked around uh the shopping center.
Yeah.
Um it first of all, it was so dumb. Like it was so busy. I went into Sephora, you couldn't even walk around. Like every
Oh
single
yeah.
like
Ugh.
little aisle. I'm like, I don't know where anything is in the Sephora. I never go in the store and it was so dumb. I just like wanted to see if they had anything good that I like use. And I got like two things maybe. But like it was hard because I was like, I don't even know, and everyone's here. And then yeah, that it was just like that everywhere. And had
Yeah,
to go into work at 5:30 a.m. on Black Friday.
that sucks.
And then I saw the Nutcracker that night, which was actually really fun. It was really cute. And I never seen it before, but I did love it. It was
So
good.
that's
It's
like
like
just like a ballet, right?
yeah, it like you know how when we used to watch Dance Moms and then after we watched an episode we like really wanted to dance because watching them dance you're like, "Yes, I need to
Yeah,
dance."
obviously.
That's how I felt. I was like, "I need to be a ballerina." Like
Yeah,
why I could do that.
that sounds really fun. Like I would want to go
It was fun.
do
I thought
something
it was
like
gonna
that.
be long, but maybe they cut it down. I'm not sure how long it like that official like Nutcracker is, but it was only like 2 hours. So it was
That's pretty
nice
I feel like
and
that's like a pretty normal.
it was
That seems
funny.
long to me, like a normal show time.
Yeah. I don't know. Chelsea was like, "It's so long." And I'm like, "Maybe they cut it down because it was just like they're like
Mm.
kids sort of." I mean, there were some adults in it, but
Mhm.
no, the first half is really good and then the second half it lost me a little bit in the second half cuz it's kind of just like
Yeah.
where'd the plot go? Um, but it was so good. If you know, you know, I guess.
I know. I don't know.
Unless you want me to explain it. I know. I told Chelsea I was going, and then she was like, "Do you know what it's about?" And I was like, "Actually, I have no idea what the plot is." And she was like, "Do you want me to tell you? Because you might be kind of confused." And so she did. But even in like um, what do you call it? The like book they give you. What's it called?
The
The
oh shoot. No, stop. It's right there. Ugh.
it's like the
The pamphlet that they give you at the beginning with
yes. What is it
everything in it.
called?
Oh
We
shoot.
literally said it. The
I feel like whenever someone else is struggling, it makes me struggle too. I don't know why.
I'm so
Hmm.
sorry. It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, they have the story in there too. Like clearly people need to
Yeah.
know. But there's like she gets a nutcracker as a present and then she falls asleep and basically it like comes alive and it's like a boy and then
Of course.
they go
Of
to like
course.
where they go to like the Snow Queen and then they go to the Sugar Plum Fairy in like two different like, you know, worlds and whatever she dreams all that. So is good. My favorite was like the snowflakes. Not that
Noted.
that means anything to you.
No, that sounds fun though. I would definitely love to go to
Two
something
girls
like that.
fell though. Two girls
Oh,
fell
oh,
or
that's rough.
tripped. It's because when they're like spinning, they're like doing spin, 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 and then the audience starts clapping, and I'm like, you're distracting them.
I feel like
And then
that's
they like
so.
start to fall, you know?
I get secondhand embarrassment. Like that's tough. Like I get secondhand. Like oh no. Like, I feel like some people like
Oh,
live for that stuff where it's like oh like, but I'm like no. It's just too
like live for people like failing.
like kind of like that. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of a niche. We don't need to go there, or else our listeners will be annoyed. And
Speaking of
you.
speaking of secondhand embarrassment, I've been watching Below Deck Sailing Yacht. And for anyone that doesn't know what Below Deck is, it's basically a reality show where this group of people work on a super yacht and they serve really rich guests who
Yeah,
come
and
on.
it follows the workers. Like it
Yeah.
revolves around them.
Yeah. So I've been really loving Below Deck Sailing Yacht because I went back a few seasons and I was getting such secondhand embarrassment because when they get really drunk, when they have like a night out,
Yeah.
and it was like the worst I've ever seen it. In this one like season, I was like, and they had to stay on the boat because of COVID. And so this was all like on the boat and like I was like, no one can get away. Like it's just falling apart and everyone's so drunk and like all over each other. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, no. That's fine. Now I feel like I can bring up my Vanderpump anecdote.
I
But
know I've been
I'm
talking a
rewatching
lot.
it. I'm rewatching Vanderpump Rules now, and it's just the glory age in the beginning, like perfect. Like, and I still like watching it now. It's interesting seeing where they like knowing where they end up, but also just it's
Mhm.
like wow, like it doesn't get old. Like being like baffled at these people, and there's one where Sheena, if you know, you know. I'm just going to use their names because some people will know. But Sheena's like performing on a stage, like she's opening for someone and she's performing like one song, her new song. And it's like, she's not good. Like, she's not a good singer. She just
Is
likes
that
to
the
perform.
Good as Gold song or whatever?
It's not. It's actually her first single before Good as Gold. First single and less known. Um, but she performs and like Stassi literally goes just to make fun of her. Like Stassi is like,
No.
I'm gonna be
Stassi,
honest,
I
like
know
I
she causes
came
some
and
trouble.
she's like the type of person who like lives for that. Like seeing
Yeah.
someone just fail. Like completely like she likes making
Yeah.
fun of it. Like she's so typical mean girl at the time she was. And I'm like, I would get secondhand embarrassment going to see that and being like, oh God, like she like
Yeah.
it's just uncomfortable. But Stassi's like evil laugh villain type.
Yeah.
And then actually she was like, I came to make fun of her, but she actually did really good. So it worked out.
That's crazy. I
But
have been like randomly, I think cuz like I sent you that one maybe like TikTok about
about
Vanderpump
it,
Rules
yeah.
and now I like get a lot cuz I like interacted with it basically. And so I've been like seeing it was like Vanderpump Rules core and it was like just like clips from the show. And I'm like, dang, should I watch that?
Yes, you should. It's so good. It's so worth it.
I
It's so
know.
good. Even if you don't continue watching it, like at least like the first 4 or 5 seasons.
Okay. That's like
They're
every
so
show
good.
nowadays. If it's
I
super
know.
long, you're like, only the first three.
I know. It's so funny because people are like, "Oh, Vanderpump." Because did you hear the news that they're completely ditching the old cast and they're gonna restart it with a whole new cast?
Why don't they just stop the show?
I think it could work. Like I'm glad they're gonna just be done with the old cast because it was definitely like past its time. Like none of them work there anymore. That was like the whole point of the show, is about the workers. So I think they're going to try to go back to that, like back to people who work
I
there
see.
and
See, that's what I
everything.
like. That's why I like Below Deck, because I like that it's like coworker drama. It feels more real
Yeah.
than like the Real Housewives, where it's just like, I know you all hate each other, but you're like pretending to be friends. Where it's like these people actually have a reason to be forced to be together, you know?
Yeah.
And like
Even if they
that's
weren't
the
don't
kind
like
of
each
drama
other.
I live for. Like, why
Yeah.
aren't you helping out the interior? Ugh.
Yeah. And that's why it was really good in the beginning, because they were actually broke. They actually
Yeah.
needed these jobs. Like they lived in really bad, like
Yeah.
small apartments, and like, and they were just trying to be like, they're trying to make it. Like that was the
Mhm.
time when they were just working this job and trying to make it in Hollywood and stuff.
Yeah.
But so I'm like hoping it goes back to the roots, but I just feel like reality is just worse in this day and age, because everyone's hyper aware of their like image online, and like there's, even if
Yeah.
it's not your goal, it is your goal. Like it's always in the back of your mind, like, oh, if I'm on reality TV, I can be an
Yes.
influencer.
That's why I'm like in The Bachelor, it's such a big thing nowadays that people are not here for the right reasons, or like
Yeah.
people are just want to be on, so they'll be the Bachelorette or Bachelor, vice versa. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, it never used to be a thing. And now people know they're gonna get famous and like Instagram followers and things from reality shows.
Yeah,
Especially The Bachelor.
which I think is why Housewives still works more than the other shows, because they usually are casting people who are already rich, wealthy, have a career,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
older
Like
people who are already
businesswoman.
yeah, or like they
Yeah.
created their money from something else. Like even thinking about Lisa Vanderpump, what makes her more likable, even though she's not on Housewives anymore, is I feel like she is first and foremost like a career woman, like uh
Mhm.
making restaurants, like creating restaurants. Like that's what her and her husband were doing. That's how they made their money. Maybe
Mhm.
other stuff too, but I don't know. Like that was her main passion, and she has like maintained that like throughout everything. Like that's what she
Yeah.
cares about. And then the reality TV is like side stuff for her. And I like and
Yeah.
like I like that better. I'm like, even thinking, I was like, she's still opening restaurants to this day. Like it's just
Mhm.
something that she likes to do. And I respect
Mhm.
that. But I feel like with
Yeah.
these like Vanderpump and stuff, you're gonna get people who are want to be famous.
Yeah. Especially like, yeah, after it's like they've built this whole franchise and now like you can see what it's done for other people. So, especially on those like dating shows. 'Cause then
Yeah.
it's like, is it real? Is it not real?
Yeah, that's
What's
true.
the truth?
Yeah, I just don't like people manufacturing drama. Like that's the thing I don't like about some reality shows. And
Yeah.
I feel like Vanderpump Rules, especially in the beginning, like none of that was fake. Like that was
Yeah.
completely real drama that was
Mhm.
happening. And they're all like friends before the show. And like,
Yeah, that's the kind of reality I like. Like I don't think I could watch Housewives just cuz I feel like it's just like dumb stuff cuz they kind of have to like force it a
yeah,
little.
and
At least
they
from
totally
my
do.
perspective. Yeah,
No,
cuz it's
yeah.
like, well, clearly you guys wouldn't hang out with each other outside of this. But like
Yeah.
with Below Deck and then I guess Vanderpump, like it's like it feels more real. And I'm like,
No, totally.
put me in there. I know what to say. I know what to say. I'm like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god, y'all are so dumb."
Yeah, I think the Vanderpump Rules thing was just such like a serendipitous situation, like just the perfect
Yeah.
things that happened to make this like a phenomenon, which is why I think you should watch it, because it's popular
Yeah,
for a reason. Like it's
I
so,
know. It got,
because
like,
it's
really
just really good.
popular last year, right? Oh,
Oh,
Nova! A
Nova.
creature behind you. Oh. Oh my god, she looks scary a little. Her eyes. Come here. Oh,
It's
wait, she can
probably
hear
gonna go
me.
eat. Yeah, she can't hear you. Sorry, what did I totally forgot what you said
Nope,
last.
it wasn't important. It was not important.
It completely left my brain, like everything.
No, same. It was
I
something
know, we're
not.
just going on our reality TV talk again.
I, it all comes back to the same things: reality TV, Taylor Swift.
You know what? If it's a topic that I like talking about, I'm like, I'm sure someone else would like hearing about it,
I'm like,
maybe,
I don't
right?
care.
Yeah, it's
I'm
true.
gonna
I
talk
also
shit
don't
about
care. You're so right. You're so right, and I should maintain that
I'm like, I can't talk about things that I don't
thought
care
process.
about.
True, true.
And then that would be a boring episode.
But please
You're like,
watch
what
it.
are they saying?
Yeah,
Okay, maybe. So here's the thing with Below Deck is I think it's like season 5 is out. So mom and I got caught up with that. So we have to wait till more episodes. And then she was like, oh, you should go back so you can like see the buildup of the characters,
yeah,
basically. So now I'm on season 2, and I'm like, I might have to go up until season 5. So we'll see. Unless I get bored, then I'll just go to Vanderpump.
yeah. It's worth it. At least the first few seasons. Like, get past the
Mhm.
first season because the first season is not even the best one. Like, but it's not as long as like I don't know. I don't think it's. I think it's like less than 15 episodes. Definitely.
Mhm.
Like one reunion episode. Like it's
Mhm.
shorter. But after
Yeah.
that, it really gets juicy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so they're
I'm thinking about
recasting,
it.
and it should be
For your
interesting.
birthday, I give you me watching Vanderpump Rules.
Thank you. That's the best present. I
Yeah.
got mom and dad to do it, so
I know. She back.
and mom just started watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which I got her
Mm,
on as well.
yeah. Didn't know that. She's probably watching it right now because I was like, we
Yeah.
gotta pause Below Deck. I gotta go film that
Yeah.
podcast episode.
Salt Lake City is definitely like it's newer, so within the past like I think they have like 5 seasons right now. And it's newer and it's like one of their best ones. It definitely revived, I feel like the Housewives franchise is a little
Oh,
bit.
really? Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's really good. And they're kind of a lot of characters on there for sure.
Mm-hmm. The Mormons.
Yeah, they're not all Mormon though. But yeah, like it
Well,
is
some of
weird.
them.
But just even living there around like that culture is just, I think it makes you an interesting person.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Well,
overall.
that's why. Oh my God, I don't
But
think
there
we
are
ever.
like ex-Mormons and things like that. There are
Yeah,
some Mormons in there.
we never talked about the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Well, we talked about it a little bit over text, I
Yeah, I
think.
kind of want to rewatch it actually, because I feel like I really blew through it and then it was over. And I was like, shoot, I feel like I wasn't.
Yeah,
Like, it was really good though. I really
yeah. See, I
liked
watched it
it.
with mom and dad, so like we don't always have time together, so we did do it over the
Time.
course of like a week. But
Yeah,
it was so easy to watch
it was
and
really
short.
good. I really liked it, and I'm so excited for the second season. So
Me
excited.
too. I wonder when it's coming out. And is
Probably way
Whitney
too
gonna be
long.
on it?
I think she is.
She has to be,
I
right?
feel like I saw something that she was, but I don't know. I don't know for sure.
I feel like the sun just moved and it's like reflecting off of my car
Oh,
into my eyes.
it kind of can tell that.
Yeah, like you can see my
Mhm.
window in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Oof.
just don't look at it.
Yeah, that
I'm blind.
I'm just very like fascinated by Mormons. The
I
Mormon
know.
religion, like,
I know. You know that we should get Chelsea on to talk about that. She loves that.
oh, really, Mormon specifically?
Yeah.
Or
I feel like everything I've
yeah.
learned about Mormons is from Chelsea.
Really? Oh my gosh. How did I not know
Yeah,
she
she's
had this
always like,
interest?
"Really?"
No, I feel like I didn't know that because
I feel
I'm
like she's
super
the one who
fascinated
told
by
me
it.
about like all like Mormon or non-Mormons can't be in the church when they get married. And then I think she told me about like the soaking
Oh, really?
and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like maybe we've talked about it a little, but I didn't know it was like that niche of like a thing. Like I like
I
that for
feel like
her.
she really I
Like I
wonder
didn't
if
know
she's
she was
watched the
like in
Mormon
it like
Wives.
that. I didn't know she was in it like that,
I
like
don't know.
me.
That's how I like I think if I were to ask anyone a question about Mormonism, I would ask Chelsea.
Really? It was so funny because
I think it's also
I
because she knows a lot of people, and so she might know a couple
yeah.
Mormons.
Yeah. I mean, I knew some Mormons in high school. So, I mean, Arizona, like it's one of the
Yeah.
main
Oh my
Mormon
god, she just loves
the
to make an
main
appearance behind
I
you.
know. I know she does. Yeah, but Arizona is one of those states with one of the bigger Mormon populations.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. But yeah, no, I'm super fascinated by it. I watch YouTube videos about it and
Mhm.
all the shows, and I think it's funny that I feel like the Mormon Wives show made it more mainstream than it was. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was more mainstream and then it wasn't. Like, I
Maybe
thought it was
yeah,
like
maybe
maybe
it's
I
just
just
because
care
we're
about
in
it.
Arizona and that's, like, more, I guess, normal or, like, more heard of around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There
Mormons.
is a musical, though, The Book of Mormon.
I know. I want to see that.
I know I saw, like, one little clip of a song, and it was pretty funny.
Mhm.
I mean, it's, like, making fun of it, I think,
No, it is.
from
Yeah.
what I gathered.
Yeah, it definitely is.
No, it is.
It is. Oh, what is that? The show that Andrew Garfield was in? Under the Banner of
Oh,
Heaven. I
yeah,
got
I
it.
never finished that.
I thought that was really good, and that definitely
Yeah.
fed into my um what's even the right word
Your
for
obsession,
it's not
Mormon?
obsession. It's but yeah, that was the word that came to mind first, but it's not that.
Your interest?
Fascination.
Fascination, yeah.
It just fed into it. I was like I
Mhm.
really liked that show. It was good.
I
But
never
there's these
finished it, but I've started it.
yeah, you should well, you probably won't. It seems too far gone.
Yeah.
It was a while ago. I think I had COVID. I think I had COVID or something, or I was sick watching that show. Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
I think I remember
That's
being
pretty.
in the guest room of mom and dad's house watching that on the little
Oh,
TV.
that is really random.
It is. And then I'm thinking, oh, I think I was like sick. Like I think I had COVID and I was like quarantining there.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you only have COVID once?
No, I had it like at least twice.
Oh my God. I think I only had it once when we all got it.
But it's been a really long time now since
Yeah.
like I had COVID. I've been sick, but not COVID.
I don't get sick a lot. Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. I haven't been sick in a while. Knock on wood. Well, I
Me
haven't
either.
been sick.
I do need to get my flu shot.
I got mine. I got mine when I got my COVID booster. So it was like a little early for
Yeah.
flu, but
Oh, see,
I
I
just got it at the same time.
got my booster, didn't get my flu. And no, I feel like the last time I was really sick was when I had the flu that one time
When was it?
when we lived together. That's the last
I
time I remember being like really sick.
That's forever ago
I
at
know.
this point. Yeah, I
When I
haven't
was
been
like diagnosed.
Oh, someone's down here. You can't see her. Let's see if I'll move it. Can you see her?
Oh. Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
um,
Loathing. Unadulterated loathing. Sorry,
so true. That's
I've
so
been
them.
obsessed with Wicked.
Oh yeah, I wore my my Elphaba sweater today.
Shoot. Hold on. Well, my face is flushing.
I don't know the words that well.
That's
What is this feeling? Is that
yeah.
what's after it? I don't know.
Yeah, seems so.
Well, yeah, Wicked was good. I saw it on
Are
Thanksgiving.
you like in this moment, are you holding space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity? Or what are your thoughts?
Oh, totally. Totally. Holding
Yeah.
space. Yeah.
Mhm. I didn't know that was happening.
That is the best. Like, I can't with them. I can't with
I
them.
know, but
It
every
is a
time I
little
see a
much.
video, I'm like, I'm eating it up.
It's
I'm like,
so
yes.
it as like watching the movie, I was like, maybe I just don't maybe it's because I don't never saw Wicked. Never knew the whole story. I have never
Mhm.
even seen Wizard of Oz, which is
What?
yeah, I've never seen the Wizard of
I've seen
Oz.
it, but it's been a while. I do need to rewatch that.
I want to watch it. I've know like culturally like about it obviously, but I
Mhm.
just have never like actually seen the movie. So I'm going into this like with zero, really no knowledge like of this
Mhm.
what this is like. And so I didn't really get how they became such good friends. I was like how does Elphaba like
Because of
I was like
how does she like her?
how does
Yeah.
she like her at all? Because Glinda, like the whole time, is just there's not that much redeeming her in my eyes.
It's because no
Helped her,
one has liked her whole life, and then she has
yeah,
one person who wants to help her.
help her. It's like
A
giving her
At
attention.
least that's how I see it, like, popular, like, "We're gonna
Yeah,
help you," whatever,
yeah. But
and
I feel like the whole
and then
time,
they
like
had
I
that
just
moment.
know that everything is like it's just like in like even at the end of the popular sequence, she's like, "Bye, Alpha," and then she's like, "Just not as popular as me."
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, yeah. I mean, clearly we know that they don't end up being friends
And
anyway,
that's what's
so
hard for me too, because
I know.
I'm like, she didn't even really do much this movie to make me like her. Like, I get it. I do get why they have a connection, whatever. And I also think there has to be some like thing in your head that's like, there's more I didn't see in the movie of their friendship. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel, but shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Gosh darn it. No, but frick. We're getting further and further from it the more keep talking.
I
But
was listening. I was there with
you were
you.
there.
I'm
Sometimes I
gone now.
ramble too much. Wait, what were we saying? Like, oh yeah, and then the end of this movie, it ends like where she doesn't go with her, and she like gets taken
Yeah,
back with with Wizard of
that's
Oz,
how it goes.
and so I'm like, so there's a
She's
whole
like,
other movie, and I'm like, there's no
yeah.
way. But then I know they haven't sang For Good yet or anything like that. So I'm like,
See,
I
I don't
know.
know the plot. I don't know the plot either of the second movie.
Yeah, I know nothing.
I know some things because I'm like, oh, I might as well just like spoil it because like it's gonna be out in a year.
I
I'm gonna
mean,
figure out what
it's
happens. Who
it's
cares? It's
already
been out
out
for
there.
years.
Yeah,
It's been
exactly.
out for years. You can't avoid it. But um, I don't know. I just think that I lost my train of thought too. So it's gone.
Oh, literally.
Well, I, anyways, I the connection between the Wizard of Oz though is pretty crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to know?
Um,
Or
um,
you already know? I feel like my whole Twitter
I
feed
don't
is
really know
always like,
everything. I know that Fiero is the scarecrow.
yeah.
That's what I know. Do I know how we get there? No.
No, and the thing about Fiero, or is that his name? That's his name, right?
I think so.
Is I'm like, y'all, stop. We can't fight over a man. I really think that was their downfall.
Yeah, I think
And then her
it
being
was
like, I want to follow the rules, like, like Glinda wanting to follow the rules and be like, just say you're sorry, like, you can still be with the wizard.
yeah, I think the thing about the movie is I feel like it was a good movie. I liked it and I really liked it. Like at the end I teared up. Like I was like
Mm-hmm.
when she was singing it, I was like when she was singing
Chills.
Defying Gravity, I was like it wasn't even that I was
You
like
were holding space
sad.
for that?
I was really holding space for it, for sure. For sure.
Mhm.
But it wasn't even like it was like sad or like anything like that to me. It was just like such a big epic moment. Like the build up
Mhm.
to that, like
Mhm.
it moved me. But
It's just so good.
I feel
It's
like
so good.
watching it though now, sorry, back to my point, is that
And no, and let's bring it back to my point. For a second.
um is that you kind of have to know the story watching the movie, because I feel like a lot of things happened quickly that I was like, how did that happen so quickly?
Like what?
Like Fiero and Glinda being together. Like
Oh,
that happened, like dancing through life. Now we're together and we love each other.
I think it's because he's a
And
little bit dumb.
yeah, I definitely
Because he
got,
doesn't have
they
a
tried to,
brain.
he was like, I'm this and that. He's like, I don't like to think and I don't like to that,
Yeah,
but
which is why he's a scarecrow.
crazy.
He doesn't
But yeah,
have
I
a
don't know how we get
brain.
there, but I'm kind of guessing that Elphaba turns him into that somehow. Like that's just my guess.
Yeah, probably.
But
That's what I'm
guys,
thinking.
Wicked stands, like please don't come for us, like because I just
No,
don't
I
know
never.
it.
Yeah. Once I figure out what happens afterwards, I'll get back to you. But I don't know what happens.
I do have the book. Sorry, put it on chapstick.
You have the book?
Uh-huh.
Apparently, the book is like crazy and weird.
Yeah, that's kind of what I heard. But I do have a copy of it. Never read it. But yeah, now I need to see Wizard of Oz just to
Hmm. I
have
do want
that.
to watch that. And then, what's his face? Ethan Slater?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember his. Oh,
Bach.
Bach.
Yeah.
He's like the Tin Man or something.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, if Fiero is the scarecrow, Bach must be something. Like, I don't
And
know what it is, but he must be
yeah,
something
because I
else.
guess he doesn't have a heart, I think is the Tin Man. So because he likes Glinda,
But
but
he's like going
uh
for Nessa
yeah.
Rose.
So he's like, and that's a whole thing with Nessa.
So I bet Elphaba does it. Like, Elphaba has to have done it. Because I bet he
No,
breaks Nessa's heart. He
I
breaks
heard
Nessa's
that
heart
Nessa is also a witch because they're sisters.
in
And she's
turn.
the one that the house drops on
Yeah.
in
That, yeah, I
Wizard of
know that.
Oz.
I
So
do know
like she's
that.
the Wicked Witch of the whatever. And so I heard that she turns Bach into a Tin Man because he doesn't have a heart because she's like heartbroken.
Yeah, he breaks her heart, I'm sure.
And then I guess the cub or whatever that
Yeah,
they
I'm like, who's
saved
the cowardly
is
lion?
that's the Cowardly Lion
What?
apparently. Right? Isn't that crazy?
I'm so wow. Well,
Yeah.
this second movie is going to be crazy because I'm not going to know
I know, I'm
anything.
excited.
I
Yeah,
might
me
know
neither.
more things going into it, but it's still going to be good. It was still really good. And I love the part where she's like, look to the western sky. I'm not going to try to sing it because there's no way. But that part of the
Yeah,
song is
chills.
really good. Yeah.
Also, I teared up there, and then I teared up when they were at the party and they were like dancing, and
Yeah.
Elphaba was crying. I teared up at that. I was like,
Yeah, I guess that was a big part.
and I
Solidified
feel
the
like
friendship.
I feel like that was a real turning point because
Yeah.
Linda, or at the time, Galinda, it's like, um, felt bad for like giving her the hat to make her look
After
bad.
she invited her to her private lessons.
So
Okay, well, I guess it makes sense, but I still don't really like Linda. Like, but
I don't think she's supposed to be
I
like
know,
the
like
a good
likable.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it is
But
like
I
one of
thought
those things.
I love Ariana Grande and I thought she did so well. And
No,
every
she
time
did
she was on screen, I
amazing.
couldn't stop looking at her. I was like, oh God, she's so beautiful.
Yeah, no, she was really good in the role. Like, it's nice to
Mm-hmm.
see like someone like that that's like actually good and like is not just a singer who they got to be an
Yeah.
actress and then kind of is like, they're okay, like, or vice versa. It's like
Yeah.
all around like really good and was really
Yeah,
good in
no,
the role.
They killed it.
But yeah,
And
and
I
then we
love Jonathan Bailey.
I know, I
I
was like,
love
I get it. Like his dancing through life thing was like, oh.
like, oh my God, why he is a gay man. I know this, but oh my God. Like, this is why I love Bridgerton season 2 is because of Anthony, because of Jonathan Bailey. It's so good. Well,
Yeah,
and I
he's
love oh, I forget her name in real life. The girl who plays Kate Sharma
I never
in
watched it,
Bridgerton.
but I do like him a lot better without like
Season
the
2 is the
crazy like
best.
sideburns.
Oh, he doesn't have the sideburns in season 2. They got rid of those.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, so I didn't really watch season
So it
2,
makes it a
but
little bit better.
yeah, but I was like in
So
this movie I was like, okay, yeah, like when he was like doing his thing, I was like, oh, like he's so
mhm.
he is very
Mhm.
attractive. I
The
get
Jonathan
it.
Bailey effect. Yeah,
Yeah.
my little Bitmoji on Snapchat has like a Anthony t-shirt on it. When
It's
they
fine.
did Bridgerton season 3 or whatever. Wait, let me show it.
That's funny.
Oh no, Percy's
That's
crying at my door. I'm gonna get her. You talk.
okay. What else did I like about Wicked? Um, I don't know. I like the music. We watched
That
the
was really good,
documentary.
Abby. You talked
Thank
a lot
you.
when I was gone.
We watched the documentary after on
What
Peacock.
documentary?
It's like just like a it wasn't that like crazy. It was just them talking about the movie more. It was like
Oh,
40
okay.
minutes.
Gotcha.
We watched that. So it was interesting, but it was kind of like stuff you've probably seen on like Twitter. Like
She was trying to talk into the microphone. Don't go on my laptop, please. Yeah.
but yeah, Wicked.
So
But yeah,
good. Oh my God, they're
their
kissing.
press run thing is just crazy. Like,
I know.
I mean,
They're like
there's
crying
already
every minute.
uh now I just thought of something that we could talk about, but
What?
it does go along our normal topics, like
Okay, go.
um the Billboard the Billboard #2 pop artists of the 21st
Oh,
century. Did you see that stuff?
yeah. Well, sort of. I didn't really like, I was just like, oh, have they announced number one?
No, but
So
I
people think it's
mean,
going to be Beyonce.
yeah, I don't know who else it would be. She's not on the list already, so she's definitely gonna be
Right.
#1. But I'm not like mad about the ranking, like or anything. It just was a big thing online. And then like Billboard posted a video that they had to apologize for. Do you see
Yeah,
that?
cause of what?
They like so they made like a I don't know if they were doing this for all of them, but maybe like in the top 10 or something. I don't know. They made like a video collage thing of like Taylor Swift's career being like fearless
Mhm.
and this and whatever. And then they talked about like Reputation and they showed a clip of the music video, Kanye West famous music video, where she was like a wax. And they
Oh.
showed like that.
Why would they put that?
Yeah. And it was like
That's weird.
they had that clip in there. And it was so, and everyone was just so mad about it because they're like, you really put like this version of like revenge corn um on like in a video celebrating her career.
Right. That's just rude.
It was just like weird. And
So
then
weird.
they like took it down and they like made an official apology about it and stuff. Because it is weird. It's like you just didn't need to do that. Like why would you put that in there? Like
Like
that
out of
video
all of the
in
clips
itself
you
is
could have
so
put,
bad. Like that video is so
and
bad. Like
and
Taylor
I
Swift
hate
herself
it. I
spoke
hate
out about
him.
it. Yeah, and then you like use that clip. Like it's fine to talk
Gross.
about the moment, but like weird. Just weird. But
And
yeah,
then
and
like
then
not
there's
only is the music video, but he has like a clip or like a lyric about her that like it's just not a good lyric.
yeah.
That
So
caused a lot of problems.
So that was rough. That was yikes
I will
moment.
never like that man.
I know, me neither. Yeah. Ugh, he just
I
grosses me
hate
out.
him. I hate him. Hate.
But yeah, so Beyonce's probably gonna win it. And so people are thinking that Taylor Swift's like not, they're saying like she's gonna be like snubbed at the Grammys because she didn't get like, I think Apple Music also did a ranking and she didn't win it
Mm,
and she didn't win this one. And so I think, I don't know, I feel like people are like at this
you
stage,
know,
she's in a
it's
tough position.
opinion based,
Yeah,
I guess.
I'm not like mad about like whatever. I'm not gonna like sit
No.
there and be like, this is why Taylor Swift should be number one or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But
Also, I think Beyonce has done a lot of, she's had a long career too, and she's done a lot of
yeah,
like stuff too. I like wouldn't ever.
yeah,
Like, I don't get it. It's pitting women against each other.
yeah. And then I just like, yeah, let's just not go to Twitter to try to be like, this person is talentless and they shouldn't. Like, I've seen, like, I saw a TikTok like yesterday. I didn't finish it, but it was this girl and she didn't say Taylor Swift's name, but she was like, this person, like, I don't understand why she has such like this, she's so popular. Like, she writes for like first graders. Like, she writes music that sound like first graders wrote it, or like for like little kids. And she, people always say like, and she's like, she has no vocals, like she's bad at singing, and people always say her pen, and but her pen is nothing, like she's not good and all this stuff. And I was like, that's a really bold thing to say. Like, I'm not like, I just feel like
That's I'm like, just like,
it's just not right.
why? Like, you just want the view. Like, you just want the
Yeah,
views for your
yeah, that
video.
just seems like rage bait.
Yeah. Oh boy, I hate that.
Yeah, you hate rage baiting.
I do. Like, don't piss me off. I hate it.
No, but what do you think about rage bait?
She's
Yeah,
speechless. She can't even talk
literally
about it. She's so
speechless.
mad. Yeah. I don't know. It's like even so much like recently, like this year on Twitter, and it's always Twitter and like TikTok. But it's so many videos after all these like like women pop stars are getting really famous, and then it's like people are like trying to like compare them to each other, and I'm like, first of all, they're all so different. They all make different music. Maybe it's all considered pop, but it's like not all the same. And it's like, just because they're all successful at the same time doesn't mean you can pit them against each other. Like, it's so annoying to see. It's like we can't ever get away from it
Yeah,
ever. And it's like, no, okay, maybe you don't like this one artist, but it's just a whole like, why can't we uplift women?
yeah. Why can't we all just be happy and
That's what
listen to
I'm
what we
saying.
want and not care so much? But
And then like all these girls like each other. Like, so why do you care who's better? In your opinion, it's opinion based. It's not even like factual. Like, everyone has a different opinion. Everyone's ears like different music. Like, it's uh
yeah,
makes me mad. I genuinely like, it's so hard to watch. Especially
yeah,
because I like a lot of them, and it's like that there's been like, you know, that clip of Taylor Swift during, she like was accepting a women's award, and she's like, have you ever heard someone say about a man like, I love his music, but like there's just something about him that I don't
yeah,
like? No, because they only say it about women. And then I saw a clip of like two girls talking about Sabrina Carpenter, like
yeah. I
word for
saw
word being
this.
like, I don't know about Sabrina Carpenter, or like, her music's
I like
good
her
or whatever,
music,
but there's
but
something about her. And I've been guilty of doing that before, I feel like.
yeah.
But I've self-reflected, because sorry to Hailey Bieber, that's who I'm thinking of. I've reflected, and I don't feel anything towards her anymore. because I know I've definitely said something about her on this podcast. I
That's
didn't
okay.
like her, but I don't know her, okay? But anyways, I'm just like, it is just like misogyny and ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's like good to be conscious about what we're talking about and stuff, but specifically like with the podcast thing, like we're gonna say things that like those two girls. Like I kind of sympathize because I was like,
Yeah.
they probably weren't trying to do that. Like they probably weren't thinking in that way or didn't have malicious intent. But like something can be
No. Yeah.
unconscious, like that doesn't make it okay or whatever. Or they just didn't mean it that way. Or there is just one clip taken out of this huge
Oh,
thing.
and that was yes, and I don't mean to blame
No,
them. It
I
was
don't
just
think you
crazy that
are.
it was word for word,
No,
like,
yeah, yeah.
the
I don't think you are.
example.
It just I think it just the whole broad like conversation just makes me think of just like the broader conversation of like things getting picked apart online all the time
And it's
of
like,
like what we
people
say
don't
and what we do and how we respond and
mhm.
just like everyone is so on
It
top
should
of people
never
these days.
it was
Like,
never meant to be like this, you know?
oh no, yeah. And I just feel like
And it's like
no one's
people
perfect and
now
people
it
make mistakes too. Like and you mess up
yeah,
and that's so normal and that everyone's been doing that since the dawn of time. Like you're messing
yeah.
up, you're learning, like you can't be perfect all
We're
the
all
time.
living life for the first time.
Yes. And we're like, we're not supposed to have this much information at our fingertips, like at
Mhm.
all times, access to everything. And you can't also expect people to be aware of everything going on all the time. Like,
Mhm.
I just feel like people are such, like, I don't know, what's the word? Like, internet warriors. Like, I just don't know. Like, people just like
Yeah.
taking people down
Yeah, and
for
it's also like
everything.
people think now that like nobody can change their opinion. Like
Right.
even people I know in real life, I'm like, okay, yeah, I said that years ago and you still talk to me about it and like I'm like, can I not have
Oh
an
my God.
opinion?
Wait,
Because like
has
I
this
was
happened to you in real life?
well,
Seems like you're
like
thinking of something.
no, like not specifically. Like maybe there's like one instance, but it's just like I don't know. It's like I said that years ago and then like it's still like that's just an example. I'm not trying to like
No, that was well, that was yeah. No, I was just curious if like there was something specific like a specific thing that you were thinking about. If there's not, fine. But I'm
I'll tell
just
you
curious.
later.
Oh, okay,
Um
okay.
anyway,
But yeah,
but it's like people think you can't change your opinion. Like once that's you've said it, that's what you believe for the rest of your life. And I'm like, no, I don't
yeah,
believe that anymore. Or like
right.
so
Once you learn
dumb.
more and experience more, like you can change your mind
Yeah.
about things and you can have a different
Yeah.
perspective or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I think people are just like way too critical online and
Mhm.
sometimes it's just hard to watch. Like sometimes like
Mhm.
it's deserved, but most of the time it's not and especially if it's like I don't feel bad for influencers, but like yeah, like when you're an influencer or online constantly, like you're going to say something that makes someone mad.
Mhm.
Like you're going to
Yeah.
mess up and make a lot of people mad and that's okay and like that happens. And I don't
Yeah.
think someone's like a terrible person because they like did something wrong once. I think I've sorry, I'm going on
No, keep
and on.
going.
But there was a TikTok I saw that was like if you have like they're like people on the internet are so picky and critical and so like just like not no grace. There's like no grace for anyone these
Mhm.
days.
Mhm.
And it was like the example the person gave was like you can have like a non-binary friend and in real life you might accidentally misgender and then you go oh I mean you go oh they and then you move on
Mhm.
like you just and then you move on and it's okay and like it's
Yeah.
fine like obviously they knew for the most part hopefully they knew that was just a mess up and you're moving on and you just correct yourself and then you move on. But like if you did that on the internet, like accidentally misgendered someone in one TikTok, like you're done.
Yeah.
Like
Or like
people
one
are going,
tweet.
yeah,
Yeah.
people are going to come after you and it's like that was just an honest mistake. Like I didn't mean to do that. I'm not a bad person. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know, and people do like the internet warriors, like they're like, we have to get everyone who's ever said anything, like, you know, like we have to watch every video and like call them out. So dumb. I mean,
Yeah.
some things are totally valid. Like some people are terrible people and that you
Yeah.
shouldn't support. But I mean, there's a line.
It's just such a hard topic to talk about. Because I'm like, I don't think people should get away with everything, and I don't think you can just like
Agreed.
be a bad
Yeah.
person. I just think that sometimes like maybe we shouldn't like go after someone who just like did one thing wrong and has
Mhm.
generally shown like good morals and whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's hard to talk about without sounding like you're defending like or like
Bad
sounding like
people or
yeah.
like I'm not defending people whose tweets have come out of them like saying the N-word. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm like I wouldn't agree with that, you know, or if they still say it or like
But
things
at
have
the
come
same
out
time,
recently.
I think like yeah, like if it's like when they're like a literal child, like if they were like 12 years old, 13 years old saying that, I would be like, okay, you're an adult now. Like I'm not going to hold someone to something they did when they were a kid. Like I'm just
Yeah.
not. Like there were some things where it's like, oh, like if you're in college and you did that at a time where it was like you should have known better, then there's like I just think there's nuance to everything. Like
Yeah,
if you're
agreed.
a child and you tweeted something because you
Yeah.
were dumb, like and you were a kid and you just didn't know, then okay. But like if you're in college, like
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Brooke Schofield specifically on
What
that
did
one.
what she said
Wait, you
it?
don't know? You don't know?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I don't know the exact tweets. I don't know if she said the N word, so I don't know that. But I think she tweeted some pretty bad stuff when she was in college, like racist stuff. So
Right. I'm like, maybe
that's
everyone
not
should
that
just
long
delete
ago.
Twitter. I'm
Like
like, y'all
that's
are
like
gonna
I
get in
think
trouble.
I know, yeah. Like she's like a year. I think she's only like a year or two older than me. So
Oh my God, that is recent.
yeah, it wasn't like it was a long time ago.
Like you should
Like
know better. And so
yeah,
if you're saying these things, I'm gonna assume you actually mean it
yeah,
and you're actually just a bad person.
yeah. So again,
That
like
was bound to
nuance.
happen.
Yeah, and apparently she's dating like a sketchy guy now.
Oh.
I don't know if it's true. I've just been seeing some stuff like she's dating this guy who when he was like in his late 20s was dating like a 16-year-old.
Oh no. No, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what I've
That's
heard.
disgusting.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really involved with them anymore. Like I had a canceled phase where I was like listening to their
Hmm.
podcast, but I kind of fell off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anywho,
Anywho,
moving on. Let's talk about something fun. Um, so do you have anything on your wish list? Any wish list inspo? Because I feel like that's a big thing I'm seeing like now on TikTok with the holiday season
oh
coming around.
yes, consumers.
Yes.
um, the influencing. I'm blanking. You go first.
Well, I do have mine up. Okay, we do have to make a Christmas list for our family. So this isn't just for influencing. We are definitely not influencers. I don't have a link. I don't make any money. I'm not sponsored.
I don't have not sponsored, not paid
Um,
ad.
oh my god. Oh my
Wait, I'm
god.
gonna pull mine up.
Mom just went onto my Christmas list right now.
No, right now. Oh my
Mhm.
God, she was
Yep.
like on her computer.
She just popped into it. I think I said that last time. The Steve Madden loafers, I really want those. I've been wanting those for months.
Yeah,
Um,
what I want some more sambas. I need to wash my white ones because they're so dirty. But sometimes that when I wear my sambas, I'm like, does it look like I'm trying to be like cool or like does it actually
No,
work? Like sometimes I feel like I look like I'm trying to be like a teenager.
I get what.
I
No,
don't know.
Lauren, you're still young. Don't worry. You can
I
still wear
know, but
sambas.
I'm like, does it look like I'm trying to be like a cool like girl with like her sambas and her baggy jeans? Except
No.
I don't wear crop tops.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. No, you don't. You don't look like that. That's in your head.
Yes, I know. It's because I work at Bath and Body Works and I see like all these like young
High
teenagers and I'm like,
schoolers.
do they think I'm trying to like no, they're just the scariest like type of like
I get
groups
it.
of
Yeah, I'm
people.
scared
Like,
of teenagers too.
oh my God. I'm so afraid.
Yeah, like I do see teenagers sometimes like I don't know, like sometimes like at the mall or something. Like if I'm at the mall, like
Mhm.
there's a lot of everyone there, but you'll
Mhm.
see like some groups of teenagers and I'm like, "No, I don't dress like that." Like I really don't. I don't dress like that. Like they wear a lot of like zip up hoodies and like I don't know, like there's a specific style that I'm thinking of that I'm like, I
It
definitely don't
is.
dress like that. Like I definitely don't feel like I'm trying to be like that. I feel very far removed from what the teenagers are doing these days.
I should look at I wonder if the Tortured Poets, the anthology vinyl, like is it out of stock?
I don't know.
It
I think
is
wow.
at Target,
Wow. I wonder if it's is near mine.
out of stock for shipping.
Dang. Dang, that's crazy.
They have the CD, not the vinyl. I had a feeling this was gonna happen. It'll come back
Yeah,
though.
it will. It will come back.
That was on my wish list though.
Yeah, I put that on mine too. I want these Doc Martens. I really bad. I want the brown Chelsea boots because I feel like I would use them now like a lot.
I feel like I love asking for shoes for Christmas because I feel like I
Me
never
too.
want to like spend the money and buy shoes for myself, but
Yeah,
I love shoes, you
same.
know?
Same. I never like want to splurge on it. So I never do. And
Or
even
if it's
like
like a
this, like
fun pair,
yeah,
you
even
know?
Black Friday, like I've never really like shopped for myself like that. So it's like all my opportunity is Christmas and birthday.
It is, yeah, like on Black Friday, I'm like, I shouldn't even shop for myself because I'm like only thinking about gifts. And then I'm like, I don't want to buy anything before Christmas
Yeah, same.
because that happened with my friends. They were like, we need to tell you not to buy anything before Christmas and your birthday. And I was like, I'm sorry, I
That's
won't do it
funny.
anymore
They had to have
because
an
I already
intervention
spoiled
with
a
you.
present. I know. I was like,
You
because I
did?
kind of spoiled the present because I was like, oh, should I get this? And then my friend was like, I was gonna get that for you. And I was like, oh, I didn't buy it yet. And then I was like, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry I ruined the surprise, but I am still excited. And then yeah, they're like, you can't buy anything before Christmas or your birthday. And I said, you're probably right. I shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at not doing that. Especially like those docs though, I was like because they were had a really good Black Friday sale
Mm.
where it was like $70 off because of the sale.
Hmm.
That's so good.
Yeah,
Um, but what else is on here? Yeah, too bad that Target anthology is sold out.
I know. I had a feeling.
I do have oh, there's this cookbook I really want. It's called Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat. And it's a cookbook, but it's really more like it kind of teaches you how to cook. Like it teaches
Like
you
the
how to cook
basics.
without like a recipe. Yeah, of like
Mm, I
the
see.
basics of these like main elements in the kitchen and like teaching you like when you're cooking like what
Mhm.
you would need to make something better or like if it is
Mhm.
missing this, you would add this and stuff like that. I really want that one, and it looks cool.
Yeah. I need like the basics, like cooking for dummies. That's
Yeah.
what I need.
And then I asked for some skincare that I don't want to buy myself.
Speaking of skincare, I did start doing like that double cleanse method with like an oil cleanser
Mhm.
and then with your face wash. I don't know if I've seen results yet, but I'll let you know. I did start doing that though because I saw TikTok, of course. I saw a TikTok of it looks like they're like blackheads on your nose or like on your face, but it's just like these, oh, what do they call it? They call it something that's like sounds crazy. Like
I don't
something
know.
figments or something. Filaments.
Okay.
Um and they're just like little like basically like bacteria. It's not a blackhead though. Oh, sebaceous filaments is what it's called. So the
Okay.
little black dots. And I have that on my nose and like right here around my nose and a little bit on
Yeah.
my forehead. And people said that like that oil cleanser helps to like pull it
What
to the
oil
surface and get it
cleanser
out. I
do
don't
you use?
know. It's a random one on Amazon. It was pretty cheap. It was
I'll have to
let me
look
get that for
into
you.
it.
Let me
Yeah.
influence y'all
Yeah,
right
influence
now.
me right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been pretty
Let me
lazy
see.
with my
One I just
routine.
saw like in the comments. Anua, Anua. That's
Okay.
the brand. It's like an
Okay.
oil cleanser.
Okay.
So,
I need
anyways,
to try that.
but I should check that out though. If I still have those, I probably still do. But I also thought they were blackheads,
I
but
do
they're
feel like I
not.
have that. I do feel like I have
I
that.
just like feel like I have the little dots, all over my nose,
Yeah.
and I hate the way it looks.
Yeah. I do feel
So I'm
like I
like,
have that
ugh.
too.
But I mean, I obviously never notice it on anyone else. It's just
Mhm.
myself, because
Yeah.
that's what it is with
You
majority of
know,
things. But
I do kind of want to try. It's just like I try to stay away from TikTok things or like all these people telling me like you need to do this, you need to do that. Like
no, because I
it's
really
too
want to try
much.
TikTok shop, but I'm not trying to do
Mhm.
that. Get into that
Yeah,
thing.
but I really want to try mouth tape. I really want to try that.
Oh, what is that for?
It's like it's to help you not breathe out of your mouth at night and just breathe through your nose.
What
And
is
it's
the
supposed to be
benefit?
like okay, I think there's like a handful, but one of them it's like it's supposed to help like your facial structure be like because you're instead of like being like that and like pulling your
Like,
face down, you're like your face is up.
okay.
I think it's supposed to help with that, and then also I think it's just better like for it's better to breathe through your nose than your mouth for like long periods of time, which is why you're supposed to
I
breathe
think
in and
I
exhale
think the
out.
majority of the time I'm asleep, I breathe through my nose, but I wouldn't
Uh,
know. I don't sleep with anyone, so like
I
no
don't
one can
know.
tell me. It's like every once in a while if I'm really really tired, I'll snore at night,
Yeah.
you
I
know?
think it's supposed to help with
When we're on
snoring
vacation
too.
and I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Um, I snore every occasionally, but I think the majority I'm just every time like I wake up, I don't notice like my mouth's open.
It's not necessarily like when I wake up, but sometimes I feel like my mouth is just super dry in the morning, and I feel
Mm,
like that's a reason why
a
it
sign.
could be. Yeah, a sign.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I know I go to
Mouth
bed with my mouth
breather.
open. Yeah, like sometimes I know I am. Like if my nose is even a little stuffed, like even a little, like
Oh, yeah. I don't really have issue with that because I don't have
yeah,
like allergies like that.
that's like my biggest thing. Like if my nose like is obstructed at all, I'm like I can't breathe like that. Like even if I can get air
Mhm.
through, it's just bothering me. So I want to try the mouth
My
tape.
nose only gets stuffy when I'm laying down when like I'm on my side and like a tear starts to fall. Not because you're crying, but like because you're on your
Hmm.
side and you're like looking at your phone and like falls.
Maybe
Do
you
you
should get
know what
off
I'm
the
talking
phone.
about?
Maybe you should
No,
get
it
off your
could it okay, maybe it's not just the phone. Sometimes I'm
Mhm.
reading a book and I'm like, "Oh, there it goes."
Yeah.
The tears falling.
Yeah, I get that. So maybe I'll try it. That's like the one thing I guess I can be influenced, but I'm trying to stay away because like I'm seeing so much on my For You page, like use this powder that goes in your drink and it's supposed to like help with your cortisol levels and it's supposed to do
Yeah.
this and that. And I'm like,
They end with like the gua sha.
yeah,
I need a gua sha because I don't have like a jawline. Like, and I'm like, shut up. And then I
I
don't.
have one and I don't even use it. So I did ask for Christmas though for one of those ice face rollers for when I
Yeah, I
wake up.
have one of those. I have one of those. Except I
I
need
feel
to be
like
better about putting it
doing
like
it
in the
in the freezer and
fridge.
stuff.
And you have to like wash it because like
Yeah, I guess
it's
so.
dirty.
I know. I need to look into that because I think it
You're
said
like,
like
oh,
you
shit.
need a specific thing to wash it. But I feel like I could wash it with like face wash.
Oh, that's
And
what
would
I
it not do
do.
the same thing? Yeah, okay. I could do that.
I would just do face wash.
Okay. Now I feel better. I don't have to get
Bar
another
soap. Have
thing.
you seen that? Have you seen that video of those uh girls and they are like a group of girls and they go around and they're like, how face washes would speak. And they're like,
Yes, I have. Yeah.
"Cerave." And they're like, and then the girl, she goes, bar soap. That's my favorite one. bar soap.
Yeah,
And she's like,
that's funny.
Clinique. I like they're so good. And then I think they did it with like streaming services too.
Mhm. Yeah, I
But
remember this. I feel like we talked about this like on the podcast
wait, really?
like forever ago.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It
She's
like
like
it's
Mario
bringing up.
Badescu.
Yeah. No, that's funny.
I can like quote the video because I've watched it so many times. Oh my
That's
god,
funny.
it's so good. It's so good. Bar soap. That one's my favorite. Bar soap. And then one is like just water or something.
That's hilarious. But
Anyways,
yeah,
love
I
them.
want that. I want to ice my face in the morning when I'm all it's
Mm-hmm.
like wakes me up. I want to like wake myself up
It
with
feels
that.
good. It feels good.
Yeah. I want to do it. Anyway, we're coming to the end of the year and our next not this episode, but the next episode is going to be like I feel like we have to do our resolutions again or goals or whatever we want to call
Oh,
them.
I see. I
Whatever
see.
you want to call them. What's the what's the politically correct term nowadays for resolutions?
Probably like goals.
Yeah. I want to do it again because I had fun doing it last year.
I know. And you know what Dad and I talked about recently was when we
The burning.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he said
So I need to
we
go
should
back.
do it when I'm there.
Yeah, and I need to go back and like read in my journal what I wrote down because I don't remember
Same.
what they were.
I remember
And then we can
some,
like
but
see if they were correct.
yeah, I remember some, but not all. So I have to look. Yeah, we can
That's
look
why
at
you have
ours from
to,
last year.
that's why you have to stay the whole time you're here. So we
That's
can do it,
true.
burn them
That
together.
that is a part. That could be a part of it. Yeah. Yeah. So we need to do that. I think what was it? Like 13 of them or was it 12? I need to look.
I see. Like maybe it was 12 and then 13th was the one you like do
Yeah. That you
yourself.
have to do for yourself. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
remember
we
the
should
one
do
you
that. Yeah, I was dumb. And I was like, oh, this was the one I
Mine
wasn't
was
supposed
kind
to
of dumb
pick.
too.
Mine was like, have a really good surprise happen. And I'm like, oh, I have to surprise
Oh,
myself.
yeah, mine was like make more money. Like, okay. Good
Yeah.
one.
So mine was kind of like a hard one to achieve for myself. So I don't know. I know I did some
Surprise
of
yourself.
them, but yeah, I want to do it
I
again
don't even
just because
remember
I
what
think
they
it's
were,
fun.
so I need to go back and read them.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good next episode. We can talk about that.
Mhm.
I always love doing that at the end of the year.
Be on the lookout.
Be on the lookout. Very
Well,
exciting.
so much for listening, everyone.
Yeah, happy December.
Mhm. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and subscribe
And like this
Leave-
video
and rate us
and everything.
podcast thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah, show your support any way you can. It's
Mhm.
super easy. It takes a few clicks. All right.
Love
We
you
hate goodbyes.
guys.
We hate goodbyes. We hate
It's
saying
not a
goodbye.
goodbye. It's a see you
It's a
later.
see you later. Yeah.
Mhm.
So see you later.
Okay.
Thanks for
See you
watching.
later.
Bye.
Bye.